Hi guys, so for today's video I wanted to do an updated brow routine. I am using some new products as well as some new methods to get this more natural looking brow. Now I know that this might not be natural for everybody, but it's more of a natural look for me, and I wear a full face of makeup. So if you want to see how I'm doing my brows lately, then just keep watching. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab my spoolie, and I'm going to take my Ultra Glow black soap. So this is what the packaging looks like. I just got it at a beauty supply, and I'm going to take a wet spoolie and rub it on the soap, getting a good amount of the soap on it, and then I'm gonna brush the brows in place. This is going to act like a glue and set the brows in the shape that you want them. It'll make the actual filling in process much easier, and it also looks very natural when you do it this way. Once I'm done with that, I brushed off the spoolie to try to clean it because I'll still need it later to blend the product. Still using the Essence brushes. They look like this. Small, tiny little angled brush. I really like these for my brows. And the product that I've been using and loving currently is the e.l.f. Lock On Liner and Brow Cream in medium brown. So this is what the packaging looks like. And you would think medium brown's a little too light, but it's actually the perfect natural tone for my eyebrows. As you can see, I've used a lot of it, and I've had this for months and haven't had to replace it. I'm gonna go ahead and start filling them in. I'm gonna use small hair-like strokes to fill in the brow. Now that I'm at the tail, I'm filling it in a little bit more just because I want it a little bit darker on the tail end. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next brow. And I'm gonna do the same thing, just kind of fill it in with light little strokes in the front of the brow, and then towards the tail, fill it in a little bit more. I'm gonna fill in this one a little bit more towards the end just because this one's a little more bold at the end, so I want them to look even. Now I'm gonna go in with the clean spoolie. I just wiped off the other one, the same one, and I am going to brush through. As you can see, the hairs are not moving that much. That's because we use the black soap to kind of hold them in place, which is also another function of the black soap itself, which I am loving. Now that I've done that, I noticed on this side, the little bit of the tail was brushed away, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in quickly before I start my cleanup process. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Golden Beige. That's what I have on my forehead. I haven't applied it to my face because I'm filming another tutorial. But now I'm going to go ahead with a different Essence brush, the one I use to clean up my brows. And I'm going to take a little bit of that foundation and go ahead and start cleaning the top here. Now that the top is pretty clean, I'm liking the way it's looking. I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning in the bottom. The product I'm going to use for the bottom of my brows is the e.l.f. All Over Cover Stick in Rosy Beige. That's what it looks like. The packaging is kind of worn. Take some of that on the same brush and use it for the bottom. Now you can clearly see where I have the concealer, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a Q-tip. Alright, I say that looks pretty good. They are not meant to be exactly alike, but I think that looks pretty consistent. If you do not have as much brow hair as I naturally do, and believe me, it took years for me to get my brows to fill in a little bit more, you can always just use more strokes. I've used very little product in the front, if you didn't notice. I only used a little bit of product. I filled it in more at the tail end of the brow, which is where the hairs are more sparse. But if you do have less hair, you can just use light strokes and make it look as natural as possible. Using the black soap makes a huge difference, so I highly recommend that you go pick some up at your local beauty supply or you order some online. The last step that I'm going to do is set my brows with gel. Now you don't have to do this. The black soap is really good at holding it in place, but if you feel like you need that extra step, you can go ahead and use your preferred brow gel. I use the Maybelline Great Lash in Clear. As you can see, it's kind of dirty because I use it over brow product all the time, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that. Once you do that, you are pretty much set. So that's how I've been doing my eyebrows lately. If you guys do want to keep up with my content, then do hit the notifications button and also follow me on social media accounts. They will be posted below. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.